everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Well, we're getting ready to go to Mexico again in a couple of days. And I've been putting up some more extra videos, because while I'm gone, I'm not going to be posting videos for that week. And for clients that, don't already know, if I haven't heard from you, I will not be doing programs that week while I'm gone. I'll be answering emails once a day at nighttime when I get back in off the beach and doing my other shit I'm doing. And, but I won't be making programs because I have all the things at home that I make the programs with on my laptop. I'm not dragging the laptop to Mexico. And also, it takes me a couple hours to actually do the data and the feedback and build the program, which if I was doing that, it's going to take me 4 or 5 hours a night on vacation, and I'm just not going to do programs. I want a vacation for the first time where I'm just not doing anything, because I usually do stuff while I'm down there. So, that being said, we actually have some more events that I want to mention that Bios3 is going to be at, myself and Kari. And it's going to kick off with the Baltimore Gladiator Classic in Baltimore, Maryland in March. We'll move on to the Arnold Classic we'll be at. The Blue Ridge Fitness Festival in April. It's April 26th. The Extreme Living booth will be at with Dave Whitaker. You can contact him for details. The Pittsburgh Championships, which is the first weekend in May. That's Jim Manion's show. FitCon down in Texas with Big J Extreme and Mark Lobliner, and I don't know who else is going to be there, but apparently all the big names from YouTube are going to be there, and so will we. The Junior Nationals, which is in June. Now, as these dates get closer, I'll let you know the exact dates. The Junior Nationals in Chicago, where Kari and a couple of my other competitors will be competing. The Maryland Championships, which is in June. The Team Universe up in New Jersey. The Masters Nationals, these are in July. The Masters Nationals out in Pittsburgh again. NPC, it's a pro qualifier. The Sean Ray Classic, which is in Towson, Maryland, which is in August, I believe, August 26th. The Olympia, if all goes well, right now we're planning on still going to the Olympia again. And the Jay Cutler Baltimore Classic, which ends off the season in November. Okay, so that's where we'll be at. Hopefully, we'll run into some of you guys. I know we usually meet up at the Arnold and the Olympia, but all these other shows, they're kind of smaller shows, so it's easier to interact a little bit at these smaller shows. You can definitely find time to interact as opposed to so much going on at the big shows. So that's our list of events as of now for this 2014 season. We're traveling quite a bit. And that's it for that. So hopefully we'll come out and see you guys. Or you'll come out and see us anyways. Now, what I want to talk today about is the entitled attitude. And what this is, I get things from clients that they'll say, they'll look at their diet and they'll say, well, I ate this. And, their weight's not, it's okay. The results are okay, but they can be better. And I'm like, well, why did you eat that? It's not on the list of foods I gave you. Why did you eat it? Well, I did really good for 5 days or 7 days or for 2 weeks, so I felt like I deserved a break and I deserved a treat. First of all, I hate the fucking word treat. Treat being used as a food. You're not a fucking dog waiting for a dog treat because you did something good. And second of all, you don't deserve fucking shit. You have this entitled attitude, and I think it comes from parenting when you grow up, because my parents did it for me. If you did good, you'd get, something or whatever. And if you go, if you're good, I'll get you a G.I. Joe guy. Well, you're getting something for a behavior, and that's to teach a kid. And sometimes that backfires because the kid gets so fucking entitled. Now I hear about kids going, well, I got, 3 A's and a B, and it's $20 per A from my parents and $15 per B. I'm like, fuck it, what? You made $200 for fucking getting grades? No, you're supposed to go to school. You're supposed to do the best you can. You're supposed to not get in trouble. You're supposed to follow the rules and grow up and fucking be normal and productive in society. You're supposed to do those things, okay? You are supposed to take care of your body, okay? If you're overweight, overfat, obese, whatever, you're supposed to lose weight and get down to normal, okay? If you are so weak that you can't fucking sit up in bed, you're supposed to get stronger, okay? This is what you're supposed to do. This is part of being a human being, all right? There's no entitled fucking bullshit where I did great and I deserve a treat. Now what happens is that treat, whether you know it or not, just like in a dog's brain, so essentially you're like a fucking dog, it fires off pleasure receptors, okay? It fires off dopamine. And you start to relate that treat with dopamine. Fucking treat. I hate that. It's so fucking stupid. So they fire off that dopamine, and all of a sudden now you get a pleasurable experience from having that treat. Now what happens is when you don't have that treat, you feel like, oh, this sucks. I want that treat. Your body craves it for that dopamine rush. So you definitely have this kind of, okay, I have to do this, but I only do this because then I get to do this. So you're not really doing what you're supposed to do or what you want to do. If you hired me, it's because you're not in fucking shape, or you can't get to where you want to be on your own. So you hired me. Next thing you know, you're fucking throwing in treats and shit. I didn't tell you to do that. Why? because I deserve. No, you don't deserve anything. Do what you're fucking supposed to do, what you hired me to do, what you couldn't do on your own, and fuck the treats. Just get it done. So next thing you know, they're, oh, treat this, treat that, treat this. Well, fuck, that adds up. Next thing you know, you're fucking being held back in your results. Why? Because you're eating too many fucking treats. They do add up over time. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But the bottom line is, why do you need a fucking treat? Why? What is it about having, a treat? I've heard people having one fucking square of chocolate. As long as I have a little treat during the day, I'm fine. Treat. Why do you need a fucking treat? You're looking for that fucking dopamine rush, and that's fine if you're getting results, but if you're not, those treats are fucking you over. And you said, well, I can't do that unless, I have a treat. Bullshit, so I can't. Look, I love fucking tacos. Tacos are one of my favorite fucking foods. I love pizza. I like that stuffed crust shit from Pizza Hut. I love that shit. But when I diet, if I can't have a fucking slice of pizza, I can't have a slice of pizza. It's not about a fucking treat. It's about I just want to eat it because I fucking like to eat it. Period. But that's not what comes out. It becomes a treat. Well, how about I really like this and I'd like to have it, but you know what? I have goals and I set these goals for myself, and I should be true to the goals and stand strong and get to my fucking goal before I start thinking about eating other foods again. It's not like you can never eat them again, but until you get to your fucking goal and the treats are holding you back, you can't fucking have them. But it's not even just about the foods, it's about the act of having them. There's a whole pleasurable thing that comes with a treat. It's the whole act of it. It's the whole, I guess, the regimen of having it. So, well, if I can get through this, you're actually getting a build-up to get ready to get that dopamine ritual. That's what it is. It's ritualistic. You're actually getting a build-up to get that dopamine rush when you finally get the treat. If you ever notice, it's really not the treat. After you're done eating it, I'm not even going to say fuck a treat anymore. After you're done eating the food that you've been fucking entitled to eat, it's really not that big of a deal. You're like, oh, that's it. Fuck. I want more. I wish I had more. I wish it lasted longer. I wish it was better. Because it's more of the ritual leading up to it. A heroin addict, yes, they look for that rush when they inject the heroin, but getting the needle out, putting the water in the spoon, putting the heroin out of the packet into the spoon, doing all those things that builds up the ritual, builds up that rush that's about to come, and that's part of the whole thing. When, and this is personal information, but when I was trying to detox myself off of heroin, I would just shoot straight water because I felt better doing the rituals over and over again when I didn't have the actual drug in my system. You still got a sort of a rush from it that, even though you didn't have the drug, the build up to when you would get the drug, that little bit of adrenaline stuff and that rush that came with it of the ritual kind of gave you that little kick before your kick. So be aware, it's not just the food, it's not a treat, it's a whole ritual that goes with it that fucks up your progress in the long run. And I don't care what anyone says, if you stay on a program long enough and things are routine and you are regimented, that becomes your new routine, and you don't have these build-ups and these losses and these treats and these cravings and all this bullshit that comes with it, because your new routine is set and your brain will remap itself to not want that treat, to not need that treat. But you gotta go 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks without it before your brain starts to remap itself. These people can't even go a week or 2 weeks without being entitled to a treat because they're doing fucking good. You're not doing good. You did 2 weeks, and you know what? I'm pretty fucking sure the way that your progress is that you haven't been doing 100% to begin with. And when you start digging a little further in, then you realize, well, they're not doing 100%. So why the fuck did you get a treat? You didn't even deserve it to begin with. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is the blog, and we're the no treat bicep, cut the shit, and we're out.